welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Got a pile here, all eBay. First one going out. Got a cross stitch. Cute little micey in a wedding. And then it would have a couple other designs to go with it. Super cute. So, anything of any interest going on? Well, it's been about a day and a half since I recorded my last one. Will you be seeing this a day and a half after? Probably not. But it's been about a day and a half, and I've got a pile, 12 orders going out. So, yeah, it's been a decent day and a half for sure. Yay. Loving that. Wish it would stay that way. No, it won't. But that's one thing I have to say. You know, we as resellers are definitely going to have to get used to a much more up and down selling. Was watching Commonwealth as usual. He tends to research stuff and things like that. Oddly enough, I also watched 1 Foot Flipper page. They had completely opposite things to say. So that was funny. Let's see here. This going out to Jessica. And here we have a repeat customer. And this is cute boys' clothes. I mean, we got little vesty things going on and just adorable. Like my little nephew. This is the type of stuff he wears. So, yeah. Not 1 Foot Flipper. Commonwealth. Is that? For some reason that sounded funny. I don't know if that's correct. A little too small. Anyways, he was talking about how there has been some increase in sales on eBay. I haven't looked at any sort of recent like numbers on eBay. Last ones I saw, their revenue was up, but the sales were still down. They were making all their money from promoted listings from their sellers. So if that's changed, that would be nice, but I don't know. 1 Foot Flipper, however, was saying opposite, you know, that sales are down as usual and that different categories are dropping in popularity. This is going out to Anne. And here we have kids' costumes. It's that time of year, of course. Our indigenous friends, typical costuming for that, how accurate it is. Probably not, but and then cowboy, cowgirl, of course, cute. So yeah, Commonwealth Kevin was stating that there are actually less sellers on eBay right now than there used to be. Paige was claiming that there are more sellers on eBay than there used to be. I'm like, yeah. And I think that's the thing. You always just need to go out and do your own research because you just never know. Additionally, maybe Paige is looking in like his sorts of categories. Number of sellers going up. And Kevin's looking at, you know, as a whole, or his sort of categories that he sells in. Because they've got some overlap in the categories that they sell, of course, but Paige definitely has a little bit more specific and more common categories that he's in versus Kevin. Let's see, this is going out to Shannon. And here we have just your typical button-up shirt. Always good to have the basics. And then it just looks like it's a somewhat easier version of the shirt, so yeah. I just thought it was funny that Here, one reseller was saying one thing on YouTube, another one was saying something else. And I can't tell you who's right or wrong based on my research, because I haven't done the research. I haven't gotten around to it. It's just not something I've been looking at here recently. I've been working on other things, unfortunately. So, yeah. But I think, personally, I think we as resellers are going to have to get used to seeing much more up and down sales versus much more steady stream. I just think they're going to probably be a little bit more, up and down than they used to be, which is a little bit rougher on you. But if you can remind yourself that, they will even out to a specific income, a specific number of sales, then, you'll be okay. This is going out to some weird thing with, and it just has a last name. We don't say last names on here. So, yeah. And here we have basic skirt options, multiple sizes, multiple lengths, I meant. Another good basics pattern to have on hand. So, yeah. Like I said, I think I have been experiencing what I was just talking about with sales going up and down, and I've of course been wanting to see them steady out, and I think I'm going to have to work in a different direction from that now and work on seeing the bigger picture a little bit more, which I always kind of did to begin with, but I was still seeing them at a much more somewhat consistent, and now they're just really up and down. But I need to get stuff listed and get stuff built up so that I can have some higher ups, because without the more consistent sales, the lows are really low, but the highs aren't enough to make up for it at this point. So that's always sucky. This is going out to Samantha. And here we have like onesie pajamas. Looks like you can get a hooded version. Probably should show that up and down instead of sideways. My brain will let me look sideways, and not everybody's will. My brain will let me look upside down if I want. That probably doesn't say anything good about me. Anywho, I don't think this will fit in one of the small ones. We'll try. I want to use these small ones as much as possible because I am not able to. I'm going to have to order some shipping supplies here soon. I'm going to be at a point where I need to order more labels, more of my large padded mailers, possibly more of the bigger size of the poly mailers. Looks like, yeah, those are probably getting to that point, so going to have to do that here shortly. Yay for that. And it fit. And let's see here. This is going out to Marisol. Here we have cross stitch. This is a cross stitch kit. Makes this cute little thing here. Kind of see all the stuff in there. Always cute. So, not sure. Oh. Almost forgot that. I was looking for something. Not sure I'll ever get around to talking about Flyp, so I figured I'd go over it a little bit and just some of the major problems I had with it. Now, I will let you know that I did keep Flyp and am using it and, you know, paying for it because of it is vastly helpful with Macari. It, however, is not good for eBay. It will, you know, pull the listings over from eBay, which allows me to list much quicker on Macari. So that's worthwhile, and I can delist and relist for Macari, but I can't delist and relist for eBay. Now, you're able to, but there are problems with it. And because of those problems, I can't do the delist relist on for eBay. Let's see here. This does not have a first name. We don't say last names on here. So, and here we have a lot of 4 patterns. There's a couple kids patterns. Cute dress. Got woman's dress. It's got a lot of variations for sleeves and stuff like that. So that's definitely a good basics pattern to have. The other kids ones, more cute dresses. And then a really cool, like, cape shawl wrap thing that is, of course, a vintage pattern. So, all done with all of that. I'm going to keep the vintage pattern sandwiched between for safety reasons. I need to print up more of these. They're getting kind of low. So anyways, the big problem when it comes to relisting on Flyp is that if you have something that has size in it, it doesn't relist the size. It puts in the numbers, but it doesn't relist it under that actual size in the drop-down menu. That means that if somebody comes along and is looking for, say, a shirt pattern, or if you're a clothing seller, just a shirt, and they're like, oh, I want to filter it down to this specific size, yours won't show up even if it's that size. So that, you know, that can be a major problem. And that was something I most definitely talked about previously that I had problems with. That's why I had to do a lot of fixing of listings. So let's see here. This one is going out to Patrick. And here we have a great little dress pattern. It's either a mock wrap or an actual wrap. I'm not fully sure. I have to read the back. It says wrap, so it's an actual wrap dress. And people love the actual wrap dress versus the, like, faux wrap dresses. They like it when they actually are wrap dresses. Or mock wrap. And let's see here. Previously, I was also, like, scheduling the relisting, and I couldn't do that on Flyp, which I was willing to work with, but, you know, still. But because the delist relist feature messes up, I have to redo it on. I have to go ahead and do it on eBay so that I actually get things relisted properly. Yeah. So, of course, they're relisted and they're no longer in Flyp anymore. They're there, but they're not the relisted ones. You have to re-download them, which is pointless because they're already in Macari. You'd have to delist and relist them in Macari, which would be okay if you could do it all at once, but you can't do it all at once. So it's just not helpful, you know. It's going out to Danny. And here we have another great basics dress pattern. Super cute, super easy. Always good to have on hand. But as for Flyp. Couple other problems. I had it create a new shipping policy. It was still the same, but it wasn't in my shipping policies, so I'd have tons of brand new shipping policies, which means you'd have a huge list, which is not helpful if you need to change something on that policy, because then you have to change it on all of them. And sometimes eBay creates new policies anyways. I actually haven't been in a few weeks, so I actually need to go in and check on that, because yeah, they do sometimes randomly create new shipping policies for you. But if you keep up with that, it's generally not too bad. Let's see here. Another thing, let's see here, what was it? Oh, it removes the promoted listing. Like, that's not helpful. There's just too many things that it doesn't work with concerning eBay, so it's just not useful as an actual cross-listing tool, you know? So here, this one is going out to Crystal. Here we have a cute little dress. This one's got princess seaming, which was definitely a thing of the 90s. Definitely coming back in. This still doesn't quite have the 90s style. We got a split neck. We also got a funnel neck. I really like that funnel neck look. But you have to have a nice, thin, long neck to really pull it off. I don't have that. Anyways, so here, another additional problem with Flyp was when I initially downloaded my stuff and I had multiple quantities of items, it downloaded the original quantity I had, not my current quantity. And that's a bad thing. That can really become a bad thing. And that can, yeah, definitely really cause problems. So that was a very concerning one. And then, of course, if you are only delisting and relisting on Flyp, items that were canceled on eBay would be, you know, relisted and stuff, and then it would show back up in when you downloaded your new listings that you'd done in eBay. So when that would happen, you'd end up with multiple listings of it if you didn't keep an eye on that. So that just made it harder, something else to watch out for, you know. This is going out to Joanne. And here we have last one, people. Last one. This is a cute little dress. It's got this waistband detail that's kind of got that slimming effect, you know. So cute. But anyways, my full take on Flyp is that they give you 90 days as your free trial, and you don't have to fill out your credit card information or anything like that. It can be great to just get things swapped over or added into other platforms, you know, without costing you anything, especially if you have, you know, thousands of items. So I definitely think it's good for that. Like I said, I just use it to make Macari easier. I don't sell on some of the other platforms that they have on there. Like I have Posh. It does have the option to have Posh set up to where it's like sharing your closet. And I have mine set up, and I'll get new things, you know, people liking my stuff. Still never made a single sale on Poshmark, so. But if you're looking for, you know, a Posh or BA style thing, that's available to you, and that could be, you know, helpful to you in the long run as well. But if you're really heavy focused on eBay and you're wanting to be able to delist and relist all of them in one spot, you're just not going to get that with Flyp right now. Not unless they fix some of these major bugs. But for $9 a month, it could still have some value to you, and you're not paying the like $100 a month that, you know, some of these other services cost, which, yeah, not in my affordability range. So yeah, that's it for today. Be sure and do all the things: like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you feel like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.